Okay, Ogden, Saturday night. I'm excited. This is really excited. Actually, if I use one word to describe exactly how I'm feeling right now, only one word comes to mind. I kind of feel like the ShamWow. Soft enough to crush a baby, yet strong enough to smother a hooker. That's an amazing feeling, folks, by the way. That is amazing. I can see we have some people out here feeling good as well, enjoying your beers, right? Where are my beer drinkers? Yeah, you guys? Yeah. That's awesome. You guys enjoying your Utah beer? Now, most people say no. Like, most people think Utah beer is a bad thing because of the low alcohol level. I actually think Utah beer is a good thing. I actually think Utah beer is a public service because Utah beer keeps ugly people from breeding. So I guarantee you'll run out of beer money long before she looks good. That's the message. Thank you, Utah. You guys might have heard this, people say this when you meet somebody. They'll say, they'll introduce their names and they'll be like, hey, I'll probably forget your name. I'm really bad at names, but I'm great with faces. I never forget a face. I just can't remember a name. If you're saying that, that means you're bad at both of those things. That's like saying, I'm great at shapes, I just can't remember what they're called. Like, this is a triangle, I knew that was a triangle. This is the other thing that was tough. When I was growing up as a kid, one of the things that was tough on me were my birthdays. Birthdays were really tough on me. Mainly because my parents would always get my birthdays wrong. They'd always put the wrong number of candles on my cake. Like when I turned 8, they put 10. When I turned 13, they put 5. Turned out they weren't celebrating my birthday. They were actually counting down to the day I moved out of the house. The other thing that was bad for birthdays for me was my birthday presents. I always got really bad birthday presents. And whenever you get a bad birthday present, they always say this. They go, well, it's not the gift that matters, it's the thought that counts. Which is great, unless, of course, that thought is a bad thought. Another great example, when I was a kid, my dad bought me a boomerang for my birthday. I was like, awesome, a boomerang, this is so cool. I can throw it around, I can kill dingoes, this will be so much fun, right? And I was super excited until my mom told me that he just didn't want to play catch with me anymore. But that was not the worst birthday present I ever got. The worst birthday present I ever got, I kid you not, for my last birthday, my wife bought me an electric nose hair trimmer. For my birthday. Like, how do you act grateful when you open up an electric nose hair trimmer, right? Like, I open it up, I'm like, oh, electric nose hair trimmer, huh, babe? She's like, wait, you don't like it? And I'm like, well, it's all right. She's like, well, I thought you would have loved it. I bought it from the same place you bought me the Thigh Master for our anniversary. Yeah, touche, dear, touche. Sorry about that. But I'm getting older now, and this is how I realized that I'm getting older. My hobbies have changed. When I was younger, it was like extreme sports is what I love to do. Now you know what I like to do? I like to go fishing. That's extreme for me. Fishing, right? Like that's it. And most people say men love to go fishing. No, men do not like to go fishing. Married men like to go fishing. Because after a couple years of being married, you're just like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta go someplace where this woman will not follow. Like, someplace with no shopping or plumbing or Febreze and hand sanitizer, purses, and I don't know. And I'm just gonna go to the wilderness. Yeah, the wilderness. So you just wander around the wilderness for hours, and then you find a lake, and you're just like sitting out there with a pole, just staring out there for 8 hours, just like, maybe I should just walk in. And you look around, there's 30 other dudes on the shore with the same thought. You're just like, hey guys, if we do this we could Jonestown this thing, do it all at the same time, man. Get on the evening news, it'll be awesome. Super awesome. I am married. I love being married, actually. My wife and I have been married for 21 years. We just got done celebrating 21 years, yep. Which means that our marriage is old enough to buy handguns and alcohol, which I think that's what you buy each other after 21 years of marriage, right? There you go, babe. Yeah, you can either drink. I don't know what we were going to do tonight, so. But we actually got married at a really young age. We actually got married in high school, mainly because we thought we'd get extra credit in home ec class. I'm like, Bob, Bobby bought a casserole. I brought a baby. Like, I thought this was what this class was about, right? But my wife came home from the doctor the other day. She comes home from the doctor. She says, honey, you need to sit down. I've got some bad news. You just got back from the doctor. You're going to want to sit down. I'm like, all right, baby. Tell me what's going on. She's like, I got an STD. Yeah, sexually transmitted disease. Yeah. I guess it's a common one you might have heard of. It's called pregnancy. Have you heard of that one? Yeah, I immediately started to freak out, right? So I go to the doctor to get checked out. Good news, I'm just a carrier. I can't get it, but I can spread it around. So, dodged the bullet on that one, so it's good for me. Actually, my wife and I, we actually have 6 children, 6 kids. Yeah, at this point, we're not even parenting. It's just riot control at our house. Like we have a cabinet full of like tear gas and rubber bullets, just in case they figure it out, right? But actually having 6 kids is a great way to discipline your kids, because like if one of them starts to act up, you kind of pull them to the side and you can go, listen, Jeremy, there's 6 of you. I honestly don't think the neighbors would notice one of you came up missing. They straighten right up. And as parents, that's all we can do these days. All we can do is threaten our kids. Like, when did spanking stop? When did that happen? Like, did any of you guys get spanked as a kid? Yeah. Let's hear it for child abuse. People going for child abuse. I love you guys. But this is the thing, like I grew up in the 80s, like I grew up in the golden age of spankings, right? Like there was no timeout, there was just knockout. That was our option growing up. But at some point in your life, spankings no longer hurt, they were kind of funny. Like, do any of you remember the first time you ever laughed at your mom when she was spanking you? I remember when it happened to me, right? My mom was spanking me and I was trying hard not to laugh, right? And I let out a little giggle, just a little like, like that. She got really pissed, started spanking me even harder. And quite honestly, I just got embarrassed because my kids were there. Sorry, kid, you had to see that. I told her Bearbutt was not necessary, but she insisted, so enjoy that childhood scarring. I did have an awesome birthday though, my last birthday. My wife bought me probably the greatest birthday present a woman can buy a man. My wife bought me a Kama Sutra book. You guys know what that is? For you that don't know what that is, it's basically a comic book of sex positions is what it is, right? Like I opened it up, I'm like, holy shit, let's go try this out. We get in the bedroom, right? You know what I quickly discovered? I don't have enough pillows to do half the shit in that book. My pillows, man, you gotta prop stuff up and like lumbar support. It's crazy. So I kind of panicked. I throw my robe on. I go running into the kids' room. I'm like, I need all your pillows, every last one of them. I know what's your favorite pillow. I'll bring it right back, I promise, right? Oh, come on, I'd wash them. Like, I'm not a bad parent. I don't need a bunch of kids walking around the house like, why do my pillows smell like R. Kelly sheets? Like, I don't need that. So I get back in the bedroom, I'm like, baby, look at all these pillows. It's all my Donkey Kong, let's do this, right? We start getting back into it. About 10 minutes goes by, she can tell something's wrong. She's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. She's like, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, SpongeBob is staring at me right in the face. And I'm pretty sure I'm teabagging Justin Bieber right now. So get some new pillowcases, maybe some Selena Gomez or something, I don't know. Let's switch it up in here.